to our second speaker, which is Lavenia Stewart. Her evaluator is Kathy Choice, a competent communicator, an advanced leader, bronze, a vibrant Toastmaster. Kathy, what is Lavenia trying to accomplish today in her speech? Unmute, please. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. One more time. Thank you.
No, of course you didn't hear it. I was muted. So I'm unmuting. I have unmuted. Now you can hear me. And what Lavenia is going to accomplish today in her speech, because it is her icebreaker, she is going to be introducing herself to the club, and she will be learning, because I'm sure she already knows, the basic structure of public speaking. I am sure that the speech that Lavenia presents will have some sassiness to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And a reminder, this speech is 4 to 6 minutes. It's an icebreaker. The introduction is simply the title. If I could erase a high school decision, Lavenia Stewart. Lavenia?
Hey, high school is a no-brainer. It's easy. You just take the easiest class, you take the classes you like, and I don't understand what your problem is. What did I do wrong? Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and guests. If I had it to do over again, one decision that I have a problem with my younger self is we took the minimum math to graduate from high school. When it came time to take the next level up in math, instead, we did the easy thing. We took an art class. Fast forward, 2006. I'm taking a sound engineering certificate program at Long Beach City College. And I realized that a lot of the jobs require that I have a BA. But in order to get a BA, I need college algebra. However, my math skills are down here somewhere. What happened is I needed to start at the very bottom to bring my math skills up to the college algebra level. I failed some classes. I withdrew from some classes, but I was on a schedule. A lot of the Cal States were creating waiting lists back in 2009. If I wanted to enter before the wait list happened, I needed to stay on schedule. If I failed a class or withdrew, I stayed in the class and continued learning. If I failed the class, then I repeated it in the summer session. I can imagine back in the 70s, the expectation for minorities and even for girls wasn't very high. I can imagine my high school counselor saying, "What do you need more math for? You're a girl. What would you ever use it for?" Well, it turned out I needed it. And what I had to do was to take a trip back to the past and shake some sense into her. Come on, we're gonna need that math. But I didn't have the DeLorean to take me back. And of course, we never know what's in the future for us. So what I did was what we do today. We develop maturity and we develop stick-to-itness. And we know that if we continue to strive, even if we have to start at the bottom, if we continue to strive and to work on a tough topic or subject that we need to learn, we know we can do it. So for that younger self, I would say it's all right. It's no problem. I'm going to go ahead and achieve what I need to achieve. And back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you
Next
very
up
much.
is Kathy giving us her evaluation of Lavenia's icebreaker. Kathy, if you would like to take it away and
Thank
provide
you.
your
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and especially Lavenia. Lavenia, the title of your speech, "If I Could Erase a High School Decision," made me think of a plethora of decisions that I could have erased. But you started off with, what did I do wrong? So you started us off with a question, and then you went into this self-evaluation where you told us exactly what the decision was that you made wrong, which was math. With that, you ended up showing us a lot of vulnerability and exposure when you spoke of the challenges that you had in high school, as well as what led into or bled over into college. And that was when you gave us the examples of the instructor as well as the administrator. You also spoke of that when you told us about the grades that you received and how you ended up handling that, which was phenomenal in retrospect. I like the fact that you were standing, because when you stand, it ends up giving you, in your rib cage, it opens it up. It opens up your diaphragm to move more, so it allows you to have greater vocal variety. You also had great use of space and body language, because you were gesturing, you were moving, you were focusing your speech toward who you were speaking to or speaking with. Your eye contact was also good. And for high school, you also brought in the prop where you used the hat, which was definitely something that reminded me of high school. The one area that I could say that I would like to have seen or would like to see an improvement with is when you were speaking to your younger self. Speak to her with some tenderness. Speak to her where you are looking at her, because I'm sure she's a much smaller person than you are now. That would give more of a kind of touchy-feely kind of feel to that, and with speaking with compassion to her. Otherwise, I felt like this was a really great speech and extremely relatable. And if you knew my story, I'd have to say it's pretty much my story too. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Kathy, for that great evaluation. Now let's